What is up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. My name is Mariah May. I also go by the name The Glamour. I'm a professional wrestler, actress and model from the UK, and I make YouTube videos. One of the main reasons I make YouTube videos, aside from the fact that I do enjoy filming and editing, is because I love to share my journey and my life with you guys, and a big part of that is letting you know as much about me as possible. I've had so many new followers and subscribers recently, so I thought it was about time I did an updated Q&A. So literally when I was getting ready today to do some other work bits, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna put it on my Instagram. It's Mariah May X. Let's get you guys to ask questions. I haven't vetted them, I haven't read them yet. I'm hoping they're not gonna be too bad, and I'm gonna go ahead and answer them for you. So let's jump right in. But before we do, don't forget to subscribe, smash a thumbs up, and comment down below if you have any more questions, and I will answer them when I put the video up. I gotta check the girls that they're in, because this top is risking it all, but it's just so pretty. A little Opoly number if anyone is curious. So let's get going. I also just received pictures of my new wrestling gear, so I'm very excited about that. Plans to come to Belfast. I would love to come to Belfast. I've actually wrestled there once before. I'd love to come again. Married? No. Some of these I cannot read out. Top 17 favorite UK indie wrestlers. I don't even have one. Easiest victory. Ooh, I mean, everything's easy when you're the glamour. Working on any new finishes? If so, what's the awesome name it has? So I do have another finisher. I haven't debuted yet. I'm saving it. Is it cool seeing yourself on TV? Yeah, it was really cool. Actually very surreal at the screening. I nearly cried, which sounds weird, but it's just like for such a long time I've always wanted to be an actress. So I trained at school, I did theatre, and it was something I really wanted to do, and then wrestling just took off for me. Again, another thing I wanted to do since I was a little. I just love performing. Something that I kind of like always had in the back of my mind, but I was just focusing on wrestling because that was something I was able to do. I was getting a lot of work with wrestling, and the opportunity to be in Deep Heat, which is on ITV2. It's a really great sitcom, and I play Roxy. Popped up kind of out of nowhere, and it was just such an incredible experience. Like, it didn't really feel real when I was doing it, and I got to go to the screening and just, yeah, seeing myself on, not actually, you know what it was like a perfect colliding of my worlds, because not only did I get to make my TV acting debut, but I got to wrestle in it as well. So that was really special to me, and it was just surreal to like see myself on the big screen. I was like, you know what, I could get used to this. It was very cool, and I'm very, very grateful for that opportunity. Do I offer custom clips? No. Somewhere I want to wrestle. There are a lot of places I really want to wrestle. I literally want to wrestle everywhere in the world. That's like a big goal of mine. And I thought, so I kind of had this goal, but it was more before the pandemic. After the pandemic, it's been very difficult to do this. But my goal before the pandemic was really to try and travel as much as possible, just kind of off my own back. So I was just trying to get like travel the world and just have these amazing adventures and experiences. But obviously the pandemic happened, so that put like the brakes on for me for a lot of things. And then coming out of the pandemic, it is trickier to travel. Things are easing up a little bit now, which is great. But yeah, that's kind of my big thing. It's just I want to go everywhere. I absolutely love wrestling in America. It's a big one for me. And of course, Japan has been a goal of mine for a very long time. So hopefully that happens for me too. I've got quite a lot of dreams, but anything can happen. So I'm just working hard, and yeah. Dream role in anything. Oh, see, I find it so hard. So I love sharing everything with you guys, but there's certain things that I like to keep to myself because like I really, really, really want them to happen, and like I don't know how to explain it. You know when there's that whole thing, it was like if you have a wish, you don't tell people because it won't come true, sort of thing. Like I don't know. But then again, the more like I seem to, I don't want to say manifest, but the more I talk about things and kind of put it out there, it seems to happen for me. So it's confusing. All I will say is I think I would make a great supervillain. How was my experience filming for Deep Heat? It was literally amazing. It was such a cool experience. I could literally do that forever. It was so cool. So it was really early, cool times most of the days that I was on set. It's such a professional experience, the way it all works. So you get your like call sheet and your information of like what time you need to be there for hair and makeup and for costume, and yeah, everyone was just so lovely, like from the cast to the crew, everyone was wonderful, and it was so cool to meet all these people who had so many amazing experiences and stories to tell, and I was just trying to like learn as much as possible too from just being around these people who just know so much. and there was great catering, and it was just such a lovely atmosphere. It felt like such a family, so it was an amazing experience. Guys, prayer circle for season 2. If you can only wrestle in one country for the rest of your career, where would it be? Oh no, that's such a hard question because I literally just said how much I want to travel. Definitely be between America and Japan. For me, I think Japan has the best women's wrestling in the world, so I would love to just wrestle forever there. But in the flip side, America has fantastic women's wrestling, but it also has like a lot of other things to do too. Like when I was in America, for example, there were a lot of other things that I was able to tap into in terms of mainstream entertainment stuff. Just Japan though, so maybe America or Japan. I don't know, that would be amazing. And why wouldn't it be the UK? Oh no. Who are 3 movie stars you'd want to work with? Oh my goodness, this is such a good question. I'm so glad you guys are like asking some different questions this time. This is really cool. 3 movie stars I want to work with. Let me think. I mean, obviously like a really big one for me would be Meryl Streep, just because she is the legend. Like I just think the amount that you could learn from being in the same room as her, on the same set as her, would be amazing. And also like Devil Wears Prada, I just feel like I am the intern. I feel like that's literally me in life. Yeah, Meryl Streep for sure. I'm trying to think of like who I grew up with. There's a lot of people like currently circulating that I would love to work with, but I'm trying to think, who did I grow up kind of idolizing, and then, you know, I'd be able to learn so much from them. I'd love to do something with Jennifer Lawrence. I think she's so captivating. Like she's got something about her that's such a charisma, you know, she's so funny, but she really nails these very like serious and tragic roles. Yes, I've seen Mother. It was, oh. So someone like her, I just feel like I would be able to learn a lot from. I feel like there's some similarities between us. She's someone I would aspire to be. So I feel like I would learn a lot from her, and it's very like relatable for me, if that makes sense. Who else? And you know, I'd love to work with Zendaya. She's fantastic. She worked on Euphoria, both from a production side and actually being in Euphoria as Rue, and she's just great. Like I literally would love to, I could literally go on all day, there's so many people, but definitely Zendaya. I feel like I could learn a lot from her again. I think it's really important to kind of surround yourself with people who you can learn from, and I mean, yeah, there's no shortage there in the acting world. There's so many great people, but yeah, I'd say maybe Zendaya, because she's very cool. What's the craziest or weirdest questions you get asked the most when doing Ask Me Anything? The questions I get asked that are weird, I actually literally cannot read because I will get demonetized, or I like will get clipped and taken out of context. It would be weird, but they're very inappropriate and disgusting and gross. Never ever be read out, so I don't know why people insist on doing it, but they do. So you could take the place of one character in one TV show and one film, who would it be? That's such a good question, because it's like I would love to be certain people, but then you love the actor that plays them so much, because that's probably why you love the character, so you wouldn't want to take it off them. If I could be anyone, okay, let's think of a TV show. Oh, I would be Blair Waldorf. Absolutely, like, respect to Leighton Meester. Like, she's iconic, and she's why Blair Waldorf is iconic. But I guess if we're talking about people we love, I think Blair or Serena, but love Blake and Leighton, they're fantastic. But I would love to be in Gossip Girl and be like on the steps, and oh, it would just be so good. I feel like I would love to be in like Scream. I think that would be really fun to get like killed. If a Smurf starts to choke, what color will it become? Because it's already blue. Grey? If you could tour across any 3 countries to wrestle, where would you go? Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, so I would go to America, Canada, and Japan. Because like Canada's cool, but it's also just a great place to be generally. If you could be any character in any video game, which one would you choose? That's a great question. You guys are really killing it with the questions today, thank you. A lot of the time it's just like, show me your feet, so props to you guys. I have, one of my big goals is to be in a video game, and there's like a lot of different games I would absolutely love to be in. I stream on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/MariahMay. If you want to go check that out, I'd appreciate it. And so I stream on Twitch, and I play like a lot of different video games on there. There's so many where I'm like, I'd love to be the voice actress for this, or I'd love to have a character based after me. I think my big game that I think absolutely is my favorite is Pokemon, so I'd love to like have some sort of like gym leader or something named after me. I just think that would be so cool. but I don't know how realistic these goals are, but you know, whatever, dream bouquet. And I would love to voice or be a character in Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil. I love a good like scary game, you know what I mean? Like, you know, stuff like Little Hope and Until Dawn, where it's literally based on the face and everything of the voice actor. That would be really cool. Like, I love that sort of stuff. And this one's super unrealistic too, but like, mainly because they don't really have humans in it, but I'd love to be in Animal Crossing or like have an animal named after me, because I love Animal Crossing. So, you know, this is a short little list, a tiny list. If you could go back in time to watch any past wrestling event in person, what would it be? So it's actually not that far back I'd want to go, but I wish I could have gone to Evolution. So I actually live in the UK, and I just literally bought tickets to go to the Phoenix Rumble. And so I was really like I was like, oh God, do I just get that flight and like go to Evolution? But it was literally financially like impossible to do, which is really frustrating. So I know it's not going back too many years, but I would have loved to have been there for Evolution because it was amazing. Such a good pay-per-view, obviously for the historic reasons, but just the card was great, so love to have been there. Who is my celebrity crush? Myself. Was Danny filming a vlog in Cardiff during the Clash of the Castle weekend? He was. I'm looking forward to watching it because I thought I was the vlogger, but I guess Danny is the vlogger now. When are you gonna come to Scotland? I'm waiting. Hey, I'll rest in Scotland, we'll make it happen. Why don't you reply on lift carry challenge questions? Because it's creepy and uncomfortable, and the fact that people fetishize wrestling, which is my career and is a sport, makes me very uncomfortable. That's not the content I create. I have children in my demographic. All the content and things I do is completely family friendly, and wrestling is one of those things. And the fact that people take it and make it really adult and uncomfortable makes me feel weird. It creeps me out. It creeps other wrestlers out. Please stop doing it. If there are people out there who want to make that 18+ content, please go and ask them. Do not ask someone whose page is clearly for children, and it makes me very uncomfortable, so please stop. Thank you on behalf of all the women's wrestlers. Why am I so beautiful? Lots of makeup. And what is my favorite hairstyle during my matches? Oh, that's a good question. So I love kind of what I have now, although it didn't really like work for me today. I just had my hair done a couple of weeks ago, and I'm really struggling to curl. I don't know why, but I love to have just like big, bouncy, glamour, curly hair because it really suits my character. I will say that's super annoying though when you're wrestling, especially because like when you're sweating or you have makeup on, it just like sticks to your face. So I love this kind of hair, though it's not practical. I've kind of learned how to like move. You guys will see it in my matches, right? I'll like move and I'll like swing my, like in one swoop. Like I genuinely had to, in training, start training with my hair down to learn how to like do a move and like in the motion kind of like hair flip. I do love this hair, although if I really could just, I think for the sake of like me, I would love to have like half up, half down. Your hair's kind of like tied out your face. So I did that a few times, and I loved wrestling with it because I could like see, because I could have my hair tied up, but I wasn't sold on how it looked. Like I just feel like the glamour is glam. You know what I mean? Like it's gotta be. That wraps up the questions. Thank you so much to everyone who asked. I really appreciate you guys caring. It's very cool. And hopefully if you guys are new here, you got to know a little bit about me. We got a real range of questions today. They were great. So thank you to everyone who asked. That's actually probably my favorite Q&A we've done because it was really a mixed bag. So thank you so much. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, smash the thumbs up button. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you want to check out my wrestling too, you should definitely subscribe. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye.